Cooperio,
Coop DeVille,
Cooper,
DeVille,
Devilio, Cooper Radio. Oh hell yeah.
Dude, I gotta laugh because in the beginning of this video, you know, you hear Nick. I don't think I've heard somebody say my nickname so many different ways. You know, I think you're like Coop DeVille, Coop DeVillio. Oh, those guys crack me up, man. I don't know if you know it though, but Nick is, you know, if there's one thing that's intimidating about YCRS, it's definitely Nick. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the guy outside of his suit, but he's pretty beefy. He's swole, man. I don't know if you've seen those guns, but dude, he's jacked. I don't know what he's taking, roids, whatever, but I think he's calmed down a little bit. He's getting too big, man. Those biceps are ginormous, dude. He's got to be pushing like 18-inch biceps or something. It's crazy. My name is Cooper, or Coop DeVille. Some people know me on Facebook or social media. I am the co-founder of Legion of Speed here in Colorado. You'll see me sometimes at YCRS, either filming and riding as a student. I've been to YCRS now 3 times. And it's always a pleasure, always learning, always progressing, always working on things. Nick, Ryan, Mark are fantastic instructors. Talking about YCRS, one of the things that people ask me is, you know, is it worth the money? You know, is it worth the $4.95 for Jam Day to come out? And of course, you know, I say, well, yeah, absolutely. You know, you got to come out. You're gonna love it. You know, and I haven't met anybody who hasn't loved it. But for street riders in particularly, you know, $500 is a lot of money, no doubt. And lots of things you could buy for $500. You know, new chains, sprockets, tires. You know, it's a new helmet. That's a new jacket. The list goes on and on. So it's really hard to get guys, you know, to say, oh, well, you know, let me go improve my riding skills. Because guys will always say, oh, well, you know, I've taken the class. I know what I need to work on. You know, I'm not going for a championship. I'm not a racer. Why do I need to come to this school? A couple track days ago, I just come off my second YCRS. It was open lapping. I was doing the afternoon session, so I was there for the morning. My team was out doing some practice laps for the 4-hour endurance race that was coming up. As I'm out there timing and watching some of my guys, I see this guy. He's obviously it was his first track day out, and as I'm watching him come into turn 1, he's approaching turn 1 like there's a stop sign there, like, you know, like the street light just turned red, and then he would take it, you know, and each time he'd come by, man, you could tell he was trying to get his confidence up for turn 1, but at one point he ran it off. And as I'm watching, I'm like, oh man, you know, I wonder who he's out here with, you know. And as I walk by his pit area, I see he's out here with, you know, there's an expert rider there and a couple other guys. And as the afternoon session comes up, I end up on track with this fellow, and I'm behind him, and he's just all over the place. Doesn't know the lines. I don't think he has a clue. He has no clue what he's doing, right? You know, he's all over the place. He's parking it in every turn, you know, approaching every turn, probably scared out of his mind, you know. So in my head, I'm like, man, you know, I should go talk to this guy. I should, you know, ask him, or I should see, you know, because I had assumed when you come out with your friends, obviously there's a couple expert white plate riders with him, that they're going to show him the lines and show him the ray, and it didn't look like that was happening, you know. But I was also torn because who am I? You know, I'm not an expert rider by any means. I'm a novice rider. It's my first year racing. I'm still learning and growing. So I was like, it's not really my place to say something to this guy, you know. But after debating, I was like, you know, maybe I'll just holler at him, see how he's doing, ask if maybe he, you know, has anybody showed him the lines, or, you know, I can at least say, hey, you should come out to YCRS, check out Champ Day, you know, and let these guys help you out. As I decide in my head, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna come in and talk to this guy, you know, and see how he's doing, see if he wants some pointers. The red flag goes up, you know, so as we all come in and I'm waiting, And guess who it was? Guess who comes in on the crash cart? This guy, you know, and he's on a street bike, a Gixxer, looked like a really nice 750. I walked by and I looked at his bike, you know, easily $500 in damage to his pharynx. You know what I mean? Easily. Not to mention his gear, not to mention, you know, the track day, he was there full day, so that was close to $200, $180. So right there, you know, and no matter what, let's say, you know, even if, you know, he has full insurance and he makes up a story, you know, most people's deductible at a minimum is $500. So right there, there went the $500 you could have used to come to Champ Day School and not have to have gone through what he just went through, right? Because he's probably scared shitless, nervous, right? Will he come back? Will he ever come back and do another track day? I mean, who knows, right? I mean, you went out, wrecked yourself. You might be telling him, man, this sucks, right? Your pride hurts. You're like, fuck, this is, why'd I even come do this? You know what I mean? You feel stupid, right? So that right there in itself, I feel like absolutely 100% worth the money. Why not? Why avoid all that? Why not come out, learn these habits, take them with you, not only on the street and the canyons, but then it makes your track day experience so much more enjoyable. You know what 100 points of grip is. You know trail braking. You know all these points, the 5 things that lead up to and cause a crash. You know, you could have avoided all those things, and it would have made it much more enjoyable. Because now that rider might not ever come back to the track, right? I mean, you might just say, yo, this isn't for me, you know. And what a shame, because how many guys do you know out there that go to a track day or go to a riding school and have ever come back and be like, oh, this sucks, this isn't for me, you know. I've yet to meet one, you know. Even guys who do wreck, I haven't met a guy who was like, I'm not going to come back and do this, you know. But why not invest that money in yourself? Why not come out and learn those things? I know for me personally, 2 years ago, I was going into turn 1 and I had to get off. You know, I had wrecked and I posted on Facebook and I was like, oh, what did I do wrong? You know, and there was a million different answers. You know, oh, you did this, oh, you did that, oh, you weren't going fast enough, oh, you didn't do this. And I didn't really know the answer. And you know, what's crazy is I look back at it now and I can name off every single thing I did. I did all 5 reasons that we wreck, you know, that they teach you in Champ School. I did them all. I look back at it now and I see everything I did wrong. You know what I mean? I lost focus. I overloaded the front. I was way off my apex. You know, so many things I had done that I look back now and I laugh at myself. You know, there was somebody in the corner taking pictures, and really what I was doing was trying to show off. And I think now how foolish I look, because I look back at my BP and I'm like, I look stupid. You know, I don't even look good. So why was I even showing off for this camera in the first place? You know, and I completely lost focus. So it's just, you know, at least now I can look back and I know exactly what I did wrong. And I remember this season, if you notice, I had 2 KTMs and I was supposed to be racing the smaller bike. And one of the reasons or excuses I had is, I don't want to race this. This is my baby. You know what I mean? Not only is it, you know, a limited bike and they don't make them anymore, but in the back of my head, there was always, I don't want to wreck it. You know, freaking, I don't want to toss it, you know. And after doing 3 YCRS Champ Day programs, I no longer have that in the back of my head, right? Because I know the 100 points in grip. I know everything I need to do not to wreck this bike. So it's no longer worry about it. It's no longer in the back of my head, oh, I'm gonna, you know, what if I lose it? Because I know that I'm not going to. You know what I mean? You look at Ryan Burke, and this guy has won, you know, so many MRA championships, and he hasn't gone down once in a race. He hasn't wrecked once, and he, you know, took PPIR first round of this season, 2018, on somebody else's bike. You know, it wasn't even his bike, and he didn't go lay it down. You know, you ask anybody else, you know, oh hey, can I borrow your bike? What's the first thing they're gonna say? They're gonna be like, fuck no, dude, you wreck it. You know what I mean? I don't want you to toss my bike. You know, and that's not even a thing. I would 100% trust that guy. Hey man, you can go take my bike, and I wouldn't worry about it at all. He'd probably go win a championship on this bike and it's not set up for him at all. But I would completely trust him knowing that, you know, and that's something you'll learn at Champ Day. So for you street guys, particularly street guys, because that's who we're really trying to push to get out here in Colorado, is it worth the $500? Oh, 100%, absolutely.
We never enter the brake zone in the middle of the seat, everybody. We never enter the brake zone in the middle of the seat. So if we go down towards that turn 4, at the end of the straightaway, we approach turn 4 with our butt to the right. We sit up on the brakes, downshift, and brake with our butt to the right. To here, I went, nope, 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 boom. Now it's time to go. what we're going to change in your life. We're going to teach you to ride the bike based on direction.
That's it, guys. Till next time. Catch you later.